started off in the beginning in 2000 as just a few of us getting together, just our small network of friends who we knew all surfed, who were winemakers. There were 12 competitors in the first year, and it's evolved since then. We held it out in Onrus, and we had it at Cool Bay Caves, and we've had it at Betty's Bay, and what we found as the event got bigger.
We just sat on the beach and judged each other, and there was a winner in the evening, and I remember the first prize giving at Betty's Bay, a place called Camelot, and we had a really good evening. And I must say, even from those days, the surf event and the prize giving in the evening afterwards, it's kind of both been a little bit legendary.
It's like-minded guys getting together. We all have the same passion, the same desires. We all love wine, and we love winemaking and the lifestyle it brings. And the same relates to surfing. Surfing is not just a sport, it's a lifestyle.
It was called a classic from the beginning. It was never really called a competition. It's just the nature, and when you're out there, and although it's a fun event, you know, some guys surf a lot, some guys don't get in the water that much, and it's a chance to sort of shake out the wetsuit, get the dust off the board and get in the water again. Especially the conditions this year, Cool Bay really made us work quite hard.
This year, for the first year, we actually got a professional contest director in. I help with all the organizing of getting it all the way to the event and get the people into different heats and all the rest of it. But between myself and the contest director, we together work on that setup, and then he takes over for the entire day. It's become such a large event that in the beginning it was just a case of send out a couple of emails, guys would get back to you straight away. Now it's a little bit different. There's over 50 guys.
We do not stop the event. There's no break, there's no lunch, and they just judge heat after heat after heat, because we've got 30 heats we've got to run in one day.
Became like a fun family event. You kind of committed for the weekend, and it just took it to another level. And from the judging, the organizing, the way the events run, and every single aspect of it, it's taken from very humble, fun beginning to something really, really nice. Now starting to pick up a really nice history as well over the last, 17 years now.
Surfing is a competitive sport. Even if you're free surfing, it's competitive. We're always competing for the same waves. But for some reason, because we have this connection in wine, we're very sharing. So the event itself, although it is a competition and the guys are competing, it's really a social event. And it's very little about who's going to win.
So the contest is set on a date which works for a certain spot. Chances are you get the South Coast working in the winter is obviously very good. We just keep going back to Still Bay.
This year was a bit more challenging. We kept an eye on the surf reports the whole week, and we saw here's a thing, something's going to happen on Friday.
Been a couple of cuts and bruises, which are, lots of personality bruising as well going on.
Age divisions, the buddies division's getting older and older, but they're still hanging in there. I think nowadays you want to be a winemaker and a surfer because it's one event you don't want to miss.
We have all levels taking part in this event. Guys who just weekend warriors who surf on the weekends, guys who are surfing all the time, big wave chargers, and beginners.
So right from the beginning, the entry fee for the event was always to donate basically 5 litres of really good wine from your winery. Then the wine would be blended, bottled in magnums, and on the day of the event, each participant would get a bottle back, and the remaining bottles are used for sponsors and judges and stuff, and if there's more wine left, that normally gets used for auctioning for good cause. And over the years, there's always been that sort of community angle to it.
about the day. Get together, start at the beach, find where the surf is happening for the morning, send out the WhatsApps, the SMSs, phone the guys, get everyone to the beach, get that first heat in the water first thing, and start having fun. And probably by 9 o'clock, the first bottles of wine start to open. Those guys who make craft beer are starting to open those beers. Really just about enjoying yourself.